Dear listeners, today we will perform a comparative study of Iran's future plans with those of the broader Arab world, which can be very important for the Arab world to shape their future actions and design their internal and external policies. An ideal comparative study of Arab and Iran future policy issues involves analyzing several dimensions, including geopolitical strategies, economic development, military capabilities, domestic policies, and regional influence. Here's a detailed breakdown. Iran. Proxy influence. Iran uses proxy groups, for example, Hezbollah, Houthis, and Shia militias to exert influence across the Middle East, counterbalancing rivals like Saudi Arabia and Israel. In the nearest future, we will witness Iran becoming more aggressive on all fronts, developing them militarily and technologically. This will be one of the key issues for the very survival of Israel and the Saudi Arabian bloc of countries. Strategic alliances. Iran maintains strong ties with non-Arab powers like Russia and China to bolster its regional stance. Russia and China have been now fully supporting Iranian moves beyond its borders in the hope that their support shall put pressure on Western countries and give them some space to breathe. It is a kind of diversion of Western countries into Middle Eastern problems for the next 10 or 15 years. They see the Middle East as a sink for Western powers. Opposition to Israel-Iran's open support for Palestinian groups like Hamas and Islamic Jihad is central to its anti-Israel strategy. This also is a part of the strategy to encircle Saudi Arabia and other Gulf countries. Iran may have eyes on the resourceful land of Saudi Arabia and other Gulf countries. Arab World, Gulf Cooperation Council, GCC, Saudi Arabia, UAE, and other Gulf states focus on collective security and countering Iranian influence. However, the efforts and dedication of these countries are never up to the required level of professionalism. The GCC has been highly dependent on external forces in order to defend their own lands. They have been miles behind in advanced research and development facilities. Their efforts to establish state-of-the-art universities and create a learned youth have been almost halted in the past 10 years. Perhaps there is an immediate need for their religious leaders to understand the importance of science and technology in the future of Saudi Arabia. There is an urgent need to get experts in science and technology and bring the Gulf countries in parallel to Japan and South Korea. This form of cooperation will pave the way for handling technology-driven Iranian challenges in 10 to 15 years in the future. Normalization with Israel. Several Arab countries, for example, UAE and Bahrain, have normalized relations with Israel through the Abraham Accords, seeking strategic and economic benefits. With the withdrawal of the USA from the Middle East, the Arab world has found a very good technology transfer opportunity from Israel in exchange for friendship and the security of Israel. This shall give them far better results in the development of the region and a boost in defense capabilities unless the Iranian threat is molten. Inter-Arab dynamics. The Arab world has diverse priorities and internal rivalries. For example, the Qatar blockade by the Saudi-led coalition and differing stances on the Syrian conflict. In the case of Palestine, the Arab world has been facing the wrath of the Muslim world for not being able to defend the lives of Palestinian citizens from Israeli attacks and not involving in the conflicts militarily. But the Arab world has totally different equations on their side. They have rightly calculated that the importance of Palestine is not more than the existence of GCC countries. The future of Arabs is simply with Israel and not in wasting their resources in defending Palestine. Next, we study the comparison of Iran and Saudi economic strategies, IBC.